Kid Magic, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water. But first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should we say, I'm probably out of off beat. But hey, fam, welcome to the Daily Spark family, man. Come on in, gather round, family. So we are on Nia. We want to give all the Nia babies a round of applause. If we're all going in on something, I don't know, like I said, I'm never ready when I turn the mic on, but when I turn the mic on, I'm ready. That's crazy, right? Let me say that again. I'm never ready when I turn on the mic. But once I turn the mic on, I'm ready. But family, let's get our minds focused, right? First off, are you standing on your 6 pillars, right? Family, now that you're standing on your 6 pillars and you know what the 6 pillars are, hopefully, do I need to go through them? I ain't going to go through them today. Maybe we'll go through them tomorrow. You're standing on your 6 pillars. Now, have you been working with your ancestral algorithms, right? Because we got to say goodbye to the algorithm just for a little while. We're coming back to next Gye-nyame next week. And we want to say goodbye to the algorithm. I've been working with it. Have you said it 50 times? Have you done it with, as Bruce Lee would say, with emotional content? Right? Emotional content, not anger. Emotional content. Have you been investing your thoughts into it? Have you been using it at key points during the day? Right? At those points of where you start seeing or running up against the world's reality, the world's view of you. When you run into that, that's where you start feeling them doubts, because what you feel about yourself and what the world is expecting from you or wanting from you are not matching. You start feeling in a lacking sort of way. You start feeling like you lacking something, right? You start having doubts. That's that space. And what we're trying to do, we're trying to eliminate that space so that what you expect of you is of more value than what the world expects of you. And because for some strange reason, you have the audacity to value yourself more and carry yourself a little bit differently, the world will start approaching you a little bit differently. People will stand up when you walk into the room. People will notice when you walk into the room because the vibration is building up and is that strong. You understand what I'm saying? But it takes time for you to get this moving. It takes time. It starts off with a little drop, right, of your thoughts, right? And then as those thoughts start moving into you, right, and they start becoming you, that drop turns into a rainstorm, right? And people can feel it, right? But they don't necessarily act like they feel it. It's just a little bit of rain. And then the rainstorm gets a little bit more intense and you walk in the room and eyes go on you for a second, but it's nothing major. Right? They put their eyes back down, right? But then eventually you walk in the room like a monsoon, right? You walk in the room like a monsoon where everyone has to, in a sense, salute your presence. Step by step, mastering where your mind is, right? Where I take your mind, if I have your mind, I control your body. I want you to remember that. So when you start training your mind, no one could take your body. No one could guide you. Your mind is working. So let's get into, we want to say goodbye to the ancestral algorithm from yesterday. Ancestral algorithm from yesterday was based on Gye-nyame, and it went like this: abundance is my natural state. Scarcity is a false simulation. I hope you had fun with that one, family. I hope you had fun with it, right? Right? Now, with these, I don't want you to run out and try to ball out. I just want you to, in those moments of doubt, in those questioning moments, and in some of those free moments, I wanted you to work. No, actually, I want you to work with your algorithm. When you driving and you stop at a light and you have a second, you have a moment, I want you to think about the algorithm. Crazy, right? Oh, yeah, I've been called that. But family, so the algorithm from yesterday that we're saying goodbye to is abundance is my natural state. Scarcity is a false simulation. I love that shit. Oh my God. I love that. Blowing up those old paradigms, right? Now, we are going to get into the algorithm for today. The algorithm for today is: I am not wondering, I am on a mission of brilliance. Now, the actual one said, I am not wondering, I am on a mission of yellow brilliance. It gives you the color to attach to the principle, right? I took that out. But those of you that listen in, you get this one. I am not wondering, I am on a mission of brilliance. Or I'm on a mission of yellow brilliance. Those of you that like those sensory things in there, right? So let's get to reading. Before we jump in reading, I want to share my haikus from this morning. I kind of sit down to settle my mind to do some haikus before we start. And I've been having I had a rough conversation yesterday morning by way of text. As I was walking, I received a text, and it was kind of troubling to me. But once again, step back in that moment, use the algorithm that I was working on for the day, and gave a thoughtful response. But I start thinking about as I got older and what I wanted. So here we go. In my final days, I will be concerned about my relationships. Once again, in my final days, I will be concerned about my relationships. Right? I'm calling it. Have we changed the world? This is the second one. Or have we just learned to deal with all this bullshit? And here we go. When you reach too far, this is dedicated to America. When you reach too far, actually, white narcissism. When you reach too far, you compromise your balance, which leads to your fall. I may like that one. All right, family. Let's get into the reading for today. Once again, I told y'all, just listen in. Purpose is the pulse, not a destination reached, but a weight released. For the reading, we journey to Central Africa, drawing from the deep structural wisdom of the Kikongo-speaking people of the Congo Kingdom. In that culture, which intimately understand the mechanics of village life and the absolute necessity of balance, they offer us a flawless illustration of stability. Makaku, Matatu, Malambanga, and cocoa. 3 stones cook the pot. Now, step onto the porch for a minute, and let's talk about this weight you've been carrying. We are moving through the day of Nia, wrapped in the week of Imani, within the cycle of Kujichagulia, which has been a tough cycle for me. I've been in this position. Now, just because I'm saying tough don't mean bad, right? It's challenging. It has been very challenging for me. During this year of Ujima, which is collective work, responsibility for the uninitiated. The color of this day is yellow, the brilliance of the sun, the clarity of mind, and the fire under the pot. In the Congo tradition, they tell us that a heavy cooking pot cannot stand on its own. If you try to balance your life, your dreams, your family, your sanity on a single stone, the whole thing tips. Maybe your single stone is your job. Maybe it's your status. But when the wind of life blows, the pot spills, the fire goes out, and the tribe goes hungry. To stay stable, you need 3 stones. The Gye-nyame journey, these 3 stones are the connection to the ancestors, divine, your commitment to the tribe, and your master yourself. Or honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. We got a bunch of 3. We got a few triangles that we use. Honor, loyalty, and sacrifice being one of the major ones. But here's the problem. Many of us are wondering. We've been affected by what I call the program of depression. This isn't just a clinical state. It's a spiritual aimlessness designed to keep you busy but going nowhere. It's the hustle that yields no fruit. It's the constant scrolling, the chasing of someone else's definition of success, and the internal noise that throws out the whisper of your own spirit. Now, say somebody tap our share if you felt me on that one, right? Think about that, right? Think about that. I want to read that one again. Many of us are wondering. We've been infected by what I call the program of depression. This isn't just a clinical state. It's a spiritual aimlessness designed to keep you busy but going nowhere. Keep you busy but going nowhere. It's the hustle that yields no fruit. It's the constant scrolling, the chasing of someone else's definition of success, and the internal noise that drowns out the whisper of your own spirit. We think Nia is about adding a mission to our lives. We think we need to find our purpose as if it's hidden under a rock in a distant land. But Nia is actually about subtraction. You don't find purpose. You reveal it by scraping off the buildup of other narratives, of false narratives. You have to cut the noise of the world telling you that you are a consumer before you are a creator. You have to drop the weight of the program of depression, the heavy gray cloak that tells you your life is not inherent meaning unless you are producing for a system that doesn't love you. When you scrape off the buildup of aimlessness, you find the mission of brilliance that was already there. You realize you aren't wondering. You are a son. You are in the sun training, or you are a sun training. But to shine, you have to stop trying to be a candle for everyone else. Tap our share if you feel that. So in the Warrior's Handbook for Life journey, we learn that the warrior doesn't seek more battles. The warrior seeks more clarity. If you're feeling depressed or aimless today, ask yourself, what am I doing that isn't mine to do? Who pot am I trying to balance on my head? Stop the wondering. Release the need to be busy. Drop the burden of being everything to everyone. When you narrow your focus to the 3 stones, your internal alignment, your tribal responsibility, and your divine purpose, the pot stays steady and the food gets cooked and the brilliance return. You are not lost. You are just encumbered. Shed the extra stones. Keep the 3 that matter. Now, once again, I want to mention the algorithm. I am not wondering. I am on a mission of yellow brilliance. I am on a mission of brilliance. I am not wondering. I am on a mission of brilliance, or on a mission of yellow brilliance, however you like it, right? So, take a deeper dive into this concept and master the tools of the journey. Explore the work of myself, Brother Hatim. Go to my author page if you feel, if you feel the need, right? And animate where you at. There you go. To dive deeper into the concepts. You already gave you those instructions, but now, to get your inclusive narrative map, find your way. Go to the map. It's in the description. The link is in the description. Become a supporting member of the Daily Spark. Come on over to Spreaker. Join us over there and become a supporting member. Become a candle lighter so that we could go on and keep the light of Kwanzaa going all year round. And speaking of keeping it going all year round, make sure you get your Rep Your Principle shirt. Rep Your Principle, family. Because I'm quite sure Kuji Chagalia took the Kwanzaa celebration by storm because we had the most t-shirts. I'm quite sure of it. Still got to check the numbers, but I don't want to be disappoint myself. So I'm just going to say we took it in advance since nobody else got a show talking about it. So Kuji took it. So get your Rep Your Principle t-shirt so that maybe next year, maybe Kumba could take it. So hilarious. So funny. Right? Also join the Daily Spark Telegram group. The link is in the description. I want to thank you for tuning in. But before we go, y'all know we got to do it anyway.
It's the Proverbs.
All laced through there. Yes, it was.
Proverbs.
The algorithm. But hey, I just want to make sure you get it. Proverb of the day. Proverb of the day. For this reading, we journey to Central Africa, drawing from the deep structural wisdom of the Congo-speaking people of the Congo Kingdom. In a culture that intimately understands the mechanics of village life and the absolute necessity of balance, they offer us a flawless illustration of stability. You heard it already, but say it anyway. Makaku, Matatu, Malambanga, Nkoko. And that is from Central Africa, the Congo Basin, the Kikongo tradition. And the literal translation, 3 stones cook the pot. Now tell me, what does it mean to you? And guess what, fam? You are now listening to Gye-nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.